everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Coffee Joe here, and before we start, here's a quick shout out to my sister. It's her birthday coming up, so shout out to you. But let's get on with the video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Coffee Joe, and in this video I'm going to be talking about misconceptions or answering questions that sighted people have about blindness. So if you like this type of content, please hit subscribe. Also got music content you can go have a look at. But let's get straight on with the video. So the first one that I get asked a lot is, can I see in my dreams? And the answer is no. I mean, dreams mirror real life, and I can't see in real life. So yeah, I can only see light perception, and sometimes I'll have like music in my dreams. So it's like a movie. So if I'm walking around and I'm in a area which is unsafe, the music becomes dramatic. It's really weird. I don't have this all the time, but I used to get a lot when I was younger, like music in my dream. And when I was a kid, I never really knew what dreams meant, and I used to call it like people land because I'd go and visit like more people. I don't know. It was just because I didn't know what dreaming was. I don't know. It wasn't really explained to me when I was young, and then when I got older, I started to understand. But if you lose your sight, you can actually still see in your dreams because previously you could see in real life. But that deteriorates over time due to memory deterioration as well. Next thing is, can we use technology? Yes. Yes, we can. So we have voiceover on most of Apple's devices, Apple Watches, phones, computers, things like that. Android also offers the services, but I'm not really keen. I feel like it's a bit choppy. And obviously we have a Braille note, which is a tablet. I'll find a picture and I'll make this a thumbnail of the video, but it's basically a tablet which on top sits a magnetic keyboard and you type on it. And I think it's, bless you, whoever that was, I think it's pretty cool, that there is technology out there. Moving on swiftly, can blind people play video games? I get asked that sometimes, not all the time, and yes we can. I will insert a clip of me actually playing a blind legend.
Behind you! No, I'm behind you. Over to the left. Turn left.
I don't know, but Blind Legends is a video game which centres around a blind knight called Blake, who's trying to save his wife, who's been captured by some soldiers and taken to the king to get executed, I think. I don't know why. Do you know, we never really find out why they want her. And this kid is guiding, we don't know how old she is, but my daughter in the game is guiding me to find her. If you want me to do a gameplay of that, I will, but comment it down below. That's the only game that I can play. There was a shooting game that I got, but it's so, I don't even know if I can find it anymore, but it's so inaccessible. Next one that I get asked a lot is, how do I play piano if I can't see the notes? Now, I learned by ear, so if I play, for example, like the note C, I know what that is because I've watched videos on it as well. I've watched videos and tutorials, and I just know where all the notes are. I know how to play a C minor chord and major chord and things. I know my scales. So yes, that's how I learn. A lot of other blind people use Braille music, but because I went to a school that didn't offer the services, I never learned it. But that's something that I want to go into when moving forward. The next thing that I have been asked is, how much can you actually see? Now, this is how I describe it to people. Imagine looking into a light and not being able to see colour or shadows or shapes. That is all I can see, and when I close my eyes, I just can't see a thing. Now, blindness is a spectrum, so imagine like a graph. So at the top, there's people that can see clearly. You get to the middle, and you can't see through the sides of your eyes, because I saw someone on Ninja Warrior that could only see like one point in their eye, like the middle of their eye. I don't really know how to explain it, but then you get to where sometimes only the left eyes you can see things, or only your right eye. And then you get to me, but before me you'll have, because you can see lights, but you can also see colours. Like some people can only see colours, like one of my friends, or you can have where you can see shadows or little shapes, and then it goes dimmer and dimmer until obviously imagine instead of a graph like a dimmer switch, and you're dimming someone's vision. Then you get to me, and then past me, you'll see nothing. And it's not black, because we don't know what black means. A lot of people ask, oh, do you just see black then? No, because I can't see colour. So, and even people that actually don't have like light perception like me can't see anything. A lot of people ask, like, I don't really get this often, does it hurt? Like, does it hurt my eyes, like, when I'm blind? I don't get asked this anymore, but I have been asked it. And I think they mean like, oh, like, do you get light sensitivity? And I do, so I wear sunglasses sometimes, but I used to wear them because they made me look cool, in my opinion anyway. Yeah, so that's how I get light perception, or I get migraines as well. A lot of people ask how I make calls and text people, and again, I use voiceover to do this on my phone. So yeah, that's how I text people, that's how I call people. Another thing that I get asked is, will I get a guide dog, and is a guide dog better than a cane? Now, a guide dog is different to a cane because it takes you to landmarks and it would bring you to a door, but you need to remember with guide dogs is that they're not like, I used to think they were like magical, they could just take you wherever, but no, you have to train them, and sometimes even the guide dog can get it wrong. So yeah, and to answer the question, I will be getting a guide dog. I'm going to apply for one in July, and I might actually take you along with the journey. I'm not going to film any of the other dogs and things, but I'm going to like document, you know, like how I do things, document how I'm going to use this guide dog to my advantage when I get older. So yeah, another question I get asked is, can I cook? Now this is a no, because I was very scared to try out in the kitchen. I do know how to use certain of the appliances, but I am learning to cook. So the answer is no at the moment, but it doesn't mean that we can't cook. There's talking thermometers, there's scales, and there's this liquid level indicator thing which has 3 little prongs at the end, and you put it on your glass, and when you pour water in, or very like hot water, it tells you when you get into the top, it beeps. So yeah, we also have like talking watches to like time things and set alarms, and obviously we got our phones. So yeah, another question that I get asked all the time, and this is the very last question: how do I watch shows if I'm blind? Now, one of my favourite shows is on Come Dine With Me, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically, well, to people that I know that people that do know, but just a quick thing, it's just a cooking competition, and there's a narrator, and the narrator gives me feedback on what's going on in the kitchen, and they all fight to win £1,000. So yes, I like watching that. Some shows I can't actually watch because it doesn't have audio description support. If you don't know what that is, audio description is basically talking. It's basically a piece of audio that speaks over a film or show. So for example, I don't know, a woman opens her drawer, takes something out and closes it. She stares around, and in front of her, a man walks towards her aggressive. I don't know, I'm just thinking that was a bit. Yeah, so that's kind of what it's like. And sometimes I find annoying with audio description is that the movie's louder than audio description, so I can't actually hear what's going on, which I don't think it's anyone's fault. Obviously the fighting scenes is loud, and how they mix the audio and stuff and the sound together, that can contribute to that. So yeah, now that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'm going to do another one of this because I really like answering questions that I get asked all the time, and it doesn't actually offend me unless you kind of are like try to prove that I'm not blind, because I hate when they ask a question or someone will be like, oh, do this, or guess what colour shirt I'm wearing, and I just somehow guess it right, and then they're like, oh, then you're not blind then, are you? Fake it. Like, what? No. And that's normally kids. It's not like adults and Sometimes I get from teenagers, but they don't. That was a while ago. I don't get it anymore. But yeah, because I guess blindness is becoming more normalised, and I have an icebreaker that I always use on certain people. If I've met you for the first time, and I always be like, "Oh, do you know what Braille is, or have you ever helped a blind person?" Because I want to know what education that they've gotten around blindness. So I know a lot of people don't know how to assist a blind person. And I actually give you a recommendation of a channel called Joy Ross. She is a blind YouTuber, and she actually goes travelling on her own to airports and stuff, and she uses a guide dog, but at the moment she hasn't got one. She's getting one from Leader Dog, but she's using her cane at the moment, and it's blinged out, has like little pearls and like rhinestones on it. So go and check it out. But this is the end of the video, guys. Subscribe and make sure you turn on notifications, and next week we'll be back to normal content. If you have any suggestions, leave in the comments. Feel free, and I will see you in another video. It's me, Coffee Joe, and I'm signing off.